The instruction of the question is find the coefficient of the instruction is in a number x to the power 5 in the expansion of x plus 1 by 2x to the power 7. This is a question, dear students. Now solution. We have to find the coefficient of x to the power 5. Coefficient of x to the power in the expansion of this. Then dear students, we know the general term of a plus x to the power n is tr plus 1 equal cnr a to the power n minus r xr. This is the general term of a plus x to the power n, which is represented by tr plus n in this form. So the general term of x plus 1 by 2x to the power 7 is tr plus 1 equal c, n is 7 r x to the power 7 minus r times 1 over 2 by x, 1 by 2x to the power r. Then that is c7r x to the power 7 minus r times 1 by 2 to the power r times x to the power minus r is 1 by x to the power r is x to the power minus r. We break this 1 by 2x to the power r is breaking in two parts. One is 1 by 2 to the power r and the next one is 1 by x to the power r, which is x to the power minus r. Then c7r x to the power 7 minus r and x to the power minus r is x to the power 7 minus 2r times 1 by 2 to the power r. Yeah, this is the general term of that. Now we have to find x to the power 5 in the expansion. We have to find coefficient of x to the power 5. So to find that we need r. So we have to suppose let x to the power 5 will be occur in the r plus 1th term of the given expression. Then if that occurs, then what is the relation? This is x to the power 7 minus 2r equal x to the power 5. We have supposed let x to the power 5 will be occur in the r plus 1th term of the given expression. That's why this. So this implies 7 minus 2r equal 5 or 7 minus 5 equal 2r, 2 equal 2r, therefore r equal 1. So we find the value of r is 5, but our target is to find the coefficient of x to the power 5. Now the coefficient of x to the power 5 in the given expression equal this C7 1 times 1 by 2 to the power 1 equal 7 factorial over 7 minus 1 6 factorial times 1 factorial times 1 by 2 equal 7 into 6 factorial by 6 factorial times 1 by 2 equal 7 by 2 answer. Let me highlight again. This is a formula of a plus x to the power n. In general term of a plus x to the power n is tr plus 1 ncr a n minus r n r xr. Then the general term of x plus 1 by 2 x to the power 7 is tr plus 1 cnr x 7 minus r 1 by 2x to the power r. And 1 by 2x to the power is breaking into 1 by 2 to the power as r and x to the power minus r. 8x goes up, the power goes up, and making the group of like terms or x power, that is 7 minus 2r here in this step. So we have to suppose we have to find x to the power 5 will be occur. X to the power 5 in the expansion of x plus 1 by 2 to the power 2x to the power 7, that is our objectives, coefficient of that. So this x to the power 5 will be occur in the r plus 1th term of the given expression. Here that x to the power 5 will occur. So this x to the power, others are the coefficient not included x, but only this x to the power 7 minus 2r is the power of x, and x to the power 5 occurred we suppose, that's why we can equate them. X to the power 7 minus 2r is x to the power 5. So from this simplification we find r to the power 1, r equal to 1. Then to find the coefficient of x to the power 5, because the value of r is 1, 7 minus 2r is 7 minus 2 is 5, that's why same c7r into 1 by 2 to the power r, the coefficient of x to the power 5 in this a plus x to the power n term, or that x plus 1 by 2 x to the power 7. That's why now the coefficient of x to the power 5 in the given expression is cr1 c7 r, that is 1, and 1 by 2 to the power r is 1. In this way, by the calculation, we obtain the answer 7 by 2. Now the second question is next option, that is independent, free of x. We have given x plus 1 by x to the power 2n given. Now the solution here. Now the solution here we have given x plus 1 by x to the power 2n. We know the general term of a plus x to the power n is tr plus 1 equal ncr an minus r times an minus r times x to the power r. Then n is 2n c r, or in bracket we can use a to the power 2n minus r times x, means the second term is 1 by x to the power, sorry, this is x to the power 2n minus r plus 1 by x to the power r is r. Then let me write in another order, 2n comma r, that's the meaning is same, you know, x to the power 2n minus r times x to the power minus r, x to the power minus r it becomes. Then c2nr x to the power 2n minus 2r. Yes, we obtain this. Let the term independent that is free of x will be occurred in the term r plus 1. So in that case x to the power 2n minus 2r equal x to the power not, or 2n minus 2r equal 0, r equal to n. Therefore required term equal, here you can see c 2n comma n. So simply you can write 2n factorial by 2n minus n factorial times n factorial. This is the required answer for this question. Okay, number next, dear student, in the same instruction, we have to find the independent term or free from x. So the question is 3x squared by 2 minus 1 by 3x to the power 9. Solution, dear students, here we have given 3x squared by 2 minus 1 by 3x to the power 9. This is given, and we know the general term of a minus x to the power n is tr plus 1 equal cnr minus 1 to the power r a to the power n minus r into x to the power r. First we have to write this. So tr plus 1 equal, in this case n is 9 c9r times minus 1 to the power r. A means what? First term 3x squared by 2 to the power 9 minus r. X is 1 by 3x to the power r. So let's think that we have to separate x and other numerals. Okay, so with that, in that case we have to move in this way, minus 1 to the power r. Here you can see that I will separate 3 first. 3 to the power 9 minus r times 2 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 9 minus r times and x squared to the power 9 minus r. I have divided these whole terms into 3. I break it to make it easier to understand, right? And here 1 by 3 to the power r and 1 by x to the power also r. One more step will be here, but it will be very easier to understand. That's why I expanded this. And minus 1 to the power r, 3 to the power 9 minus r. This is 2 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 9 minus r times, what is the value of x? X to the power 9 to the 18 minus 2r times 3 to the power minus r times x to the power minus r. I raise this power this way. Then c9r minus 1 to the power r. 3 to the power 9 means r, 3 to the power minus r. 3 to the power 9 minus 2r. 1 by 2 to the power 9 minus r, that doesn't matter because all are in in terms of r, we can find the value of r, and these are the numerals, so we don't have any problems. And let me collect the power of x. 18 minus 2r and minus r is minus 3r. In this way we can define this term. Now let the independent term will be occur in r plus 1th term. Then dear students, we have to suppose this. Then what will you get? That so x to the power 18 minus 3r equal x to the power naught. That means 18 minus 3r equal 0. This implies r equal to 6. You know the calculation of this. R equal to 6. Therefore the required term equal cn6 3 to the power 9 minus 2 times 6 1 by 2 to the power 9 minus 6, yeah, equal this is 9 factorial by 9 minus 6 is 3 factorial times 6 factorial. 3 to the power 6 to the 12 minus 3 times 1 by 2 to the power 9 minus 6 3, 1 by 2 to the power 3. Then dear students, we have to calculate equal 9 times 8 times 7. Find the middle term. We are discussing, or we are finding the middle term or terms. Find the middle term or terms. Okay. Firstly, if let me remind you, if n is even, there are a odd number of terms. In that case, 1 is the middle term. And if n is odd, then there are even number of terms, then 2 middle terms are there. Yeah, we have to consider first this part. And the second, dear students, if you have given 2n only, if you have given 2n, this is even number, because any number times 2 is even number. Yeah. Similarly, if you have given 2n plus 1, this is odd number, because 2n is even plus adding 1 or adding 1, it becomes odd number. You have to consider. This is one part, reminders. Now the question, dear students, the question is find the middle term or terms, that is the instruction. Then the question is x over a minus a over x to the power 2n plus 1. This is our question. Now the solution, dear students, we have to solve it. Firstly, here what we have given, we have given x over a minus a over x to the power 2n plus 1 is given. Then is 2n plus 1 is odd number. 2n plus 1 is odd number. If odd, then there are even terms, then is 2 middle terms. Or so there are 2 middle terms. There are 2 middle terms. Now comparing, to make it easier, comparing x by a minus a by x to the power n plus 1 with, yes, comparing this with a plus x to the power n, a plus x to the power n, or with minus n also you can compare. We can compare with minus also. A minus x to the power n, then sorry, a is x over a and x is a by x, and I have written this EMI. Let's compare because separated the variable. M equal to n plus 1. Then dear students, then first middle term is, t m plus 1 by 2 is m we have supposed equal cmr minus 1 to the power r am minus r x to the power r. Then what is the value of m? That is 2n plus 1. T 2n plus 1 plus 1 by 2. M is replaced by 2n plus 1 equals c 2n plus 1 comma r minus 1 to the power r. A is, what is the value of a? X by a. X by a to the power m is 2n plus 1 minus r times x is what? X is a by x to the power r. Then dear students, after this step or t 2n plus 2 by 2, 2n plus 2 by 2 is common, n plus 1. We find n plus 1. Yeah, let me solve that. 2n plus 1 plus 2 by 2 equal to, is common, n plus 1 by 2 equal to n plus 1. So it becomes tn plus 1 equal, yeah, tn plus 1 equal, let me copy once, c 2n plus 1 r minus 1 to the power r x by a to the power 2n plus 1 minus r a by x to the power r. Then dear students, next part is, it is in the form of t r plus 1 form, t n plus 1. If you compare t r plus 1, so r is what? N. R is n. We can replace r by n. One process is that. And the next process, dear students, sometimes it will be helpful to you also. If you have given tm plus 1 by 2, okay, look at here, tm plus 1 by 2, this is the condition of middle term. Then it can be written as, we have to develop the form of t r plus 1 form. Plus 1 form we have to develop. So it can be written as t m minus 1 by 2 plus 1 to make tr plus 1 form. m minus 1 by 2 plus r 1 is tm plus 2, because while simplifying this, m minus 1 plus 2 by 2, that is m 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 1 by 2. So tm plus 1 by 2 or tn plus 1 by 2 can be written as tm minus 1 by 2 plus 1. It gives tr plus 1 form, where r is m minus 1 by 2 and 1 itself 1. So while comparing while comparing this way, m minus 1 by 2, and what is the value of m 2n plus 1. So again I want to add here, m minus 1 by 2 is r is what, m minus 1 by 2. Then what is m, 2n plus 1, 2n plus 1 minus 1 by 2, that got this cost. Next step, then n. So we can find r equal to n by both process. I have compared, or I have mentioned you that tm plus 1 by 2, how can we convert into tr plus 1 form? It can be written as n minus or m minus 1 by 2 plus 1 form. Then here we have suppose m equal to 2n plus 1, so we replace. But if you have given directly n or the power is n, then in that case you have to mention r equal to n minus 1 by 2 and n as it is. Okay dear students, now I will write now, that implies tn plus 1 equal r is n. Now you are confident about that. C 2n plus 1 comma n minus 1 to the power n, then x over a to the power 2n plus 1 minus n, because r is n, and a by x to the power a x to the power r is n. Then dear students, we have to move to the next step. tn plus 1 equal, we can write c 2n plus 1 n, and we can arrange this first. C 2n plus 1 comma n minus 1 to the power n. This is x by a to the power 2n minus n is n plus 1. Then it is x by a to the power minus n. It reverse and power is negative, equal to c 2n plus 1 comma n minus 1 to the power n, x by a to the power n plus 1, x by a to the power minus, you know that now, n plus 1 minus 1 equal, we can convert in factorial also if required. Therefore tn plus 1 is 2n plus 1 factorial over 2n plus 1 minus n is n plus 1 factorial times n factorial. 2n plus 1 minus n is n plus 1 factorial. I have written this, times minus 1 to the power n and x by a. This is the first middle term. For the second middle term, again for second middle term, second middle term is what, tm plus 1 by 2 plus 1. So it is easier dear students. Directly you can compare m plus 1 by 2 is it is in tr plus 1 form, equal tr plus 1, say we can suppose this. So what is r in this case? In this case dear student, r is what, m plus 1 by 2. M is what, 2n plus 1 is given in the question. What is first term we have given, x over a, and what is x term, a by x. In this case we can find these. Then dear students, Tm plus 1 by 2 plus 1 equal CMR minus 1 to the power minus 1 to the power n m minus n to the power m a to the power m. No, this is not m, this is r, sorry. This is r, a to the power m minus r, and x to the power r. So dear students, you can put the value of m here. T m plus 1 by 2, that is what? 2n plus 1. m is 2n plus 1 by 2 plus 1 equal c. m is what? 2n plus 1. What is r? So here I want to show is I want to show you that working note. R equal m plus 1 by 2. R equal m is what? 2n plus 1 by 2. This m is 2n plus 1 equal 2n plus 2 by 2 equal n comma n plus 1 by 2 sorry 2 by 2. This equal n plus 1. R equal, I think you understand now. So you can put r means what? n plus 1 here, n plus 1. And what is r? Minus 1 to the power n plus 1. What is a? X by a to the power m is what? 2n plus 1. And what is r? Minus n minus 1. I found r here also. And what is the x term? A over x to the power r. What is r? n plus 1. So we have converted, or we make easier for to understand, or we make easier to solve. And dear students, while solving this, what we obtained? 2n plus 2 by 2, n plus 1 by 2 plus 1 is n plus 2. The next term is n plus 2. First term was n plus 1, the second is n plus 1 plus 1, that's why it is n plus 2. It is clear. Now dear students, see 2n plus 1 comma n plus 1, the first part, times minus 1 to the power n plus 1. Here 2n minus n is n, 1 we can cancel. X over a to the power n, first part is x by a to the power n times this is x by a to the power minus n minus 1, reciprocal and power negative, equals c 2n plus 1 comma n plus 1 minus 1 to the power n plus 1. So x over a to the power n minus 1. And the next step, dear students, next step is c 2n plus 1 comma n plus 1 minus 1 to the power n plus 1. Then n chord, that minus means reciprocal, that is x by a by x. X by a to the power minus 1 be a by x, equal to minus 1. We can write at the beginning or anywhere, and you can write in factorial form, or you can leave it also. 2n plus 1 minus n minus 1, or you can write 2n plus 1 factorial by 2n plus 1 minus n minus 1 factorial into n plus 1 factorial times a by x. and finally therefore Tn plus 2 equal minus 1 to the power n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 factorial by 1 cot en factorial times en plus 1 factorial times a by x is the answer. We have to continue the question now. Now we have to move few theorems, yes, few solution, few proving question. So it is important question, NAB examination. The question is, so that the middle term of the expression of 1 plus x to the power 2n is 1.3.5 2n minus 1 over n factorial times 2 to the power n x to the power n. This is a question, dear students. We need to find the solution of this question. Yeah, we need to find the solution of this question. Now solution for this question, dear students, we are discussing. We have to show 1 plus x to the power 2n is of the middle term of that term. 1 plus x to the power 2n middle term of this is this, we have to prove. Now the solution, dear students, here 1 plus x to the power 2n, the nth term is 2n. You know the power is 2n, which is even. I already explained, which is even because any number multiplied by 2 makes it even. So if that is even, there are odd number of terms, and if odd number of terms, there is only one middle term. So there is only one middle term in 1 plus x to the power 2n. Now dear students, let we have to suppose m equal to n. I have supposed m, another variable. It makes us easier to calculate. That is my assumption. We know what we know, dear students. 3r plus 1 equals cnr a to the power n minus r exr. We know this general term, and the middle term we know this, right? This is for reference. We have supposed this. So the middle term, is what is the middle term? That is Tm plus 1 3m by 2 plus 1, or 3m plus 1 by 2, sorry, 2 equal. So wait for some. Now dear students, there is only one single term. Just now we have discussed about two middle terms, that's why it was a little bit different. So let's see t, the middle term is Tm by 2 plus 1. It will be like that, equal to Cmr a to the power m minus r dot x to the power r. Yes, then put the value of m is 2n, that's why it becomes 2n by 2 is n plus 1 equal Cmr am minus r xr. This is xr. Then we know that r equal to, here if we compare with r plus 1, tr plus 1, the value of r is n, or simply r is m by 2 in the first stage, that is 2n by 2 equal to n. Yes, by any way we can find the value of r. Now it is Cm is 2n, r is n, a is what? A is 1 to the power m is what? 2n minus n times x is x itself, and r is n. Then dear students, we obtained this is Tn plus 1 equal C2n n 1 to the power n is 1, no problem for that, and x to the power n. We obtain this step. Then it can be written as, this is 2n factorial by 2n minus n is n factorial times n factorial times x to the power n. Up to this step, no doubt. Then dear students, t
slide
okay,
बस
tn plus 1 equal, now 2n factorial by n factorial we have to expand. 2n factorial, that is 2n minus 1, 2n minus 2, up to 4 3 2 1. The expansion of 2n factorial is this, whole over 1n factor is n minus 1, n minus 2 dot 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 3 2 1 times n factorial, this is second n, times x to the power n. Then next step, dear students, then the next step is we have to make the group of even terms and odd terms, that is 2n minus 2, and that will be 2n minus 4 terms dot 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 dot, and 4 2, one part is this, then another part is 2n minus 1, 2n minus 1, 2n minus 3 dot 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 5 times 3 times 1, curly bracket we can give for this, here also curly bracket, all over n minus 1, n minus 2 dot 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 3 2 1 times n factorial and x to the power naught. Here 2n term and 2n minus 2 terms, maybe here 2n minus 4 term and goes up to 4 times 2, and second one is odd terms are 2n minus 1, 2n minus 3 and goes up to 5 3 1, and down one is n factorial is as it is, and another n factorial here I kept, and x to the power n is also there. So dear students, after this step we have to see here uh, 2 2 2 2 2, all 2's are common, so there are 2 to the power n 2's. Remember dear students, this is 2, from there also 2 common, from here also 2 common, and from here n times 2 are there, so I have written 2 to the power n. Again remember these two, and from here also 2, from here also you can take 2 dot 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 dot, and from here also 2, and from here remains 2, and there also 2. If I have taken 2 common,